FGP on the scene here. I'm Levy, baby. We at the Native brand. I'm here with Andrew. Man, tell them what before we kind of dive into it and really showcase what you really are really growing into. Something I think that a lot of people are gonna really love if they haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, man. We're here in Newport on the Levee. We're down here in the gallery area, which, if you look around, it used to be where people purchased movie tickets and all that, but now it's turned into this. As you look, there's a train that runs every day, a play area for kids, a place where you can rent and build Legos. So they moved all the movie stuff where you purchase tickets upstairs now. So they just opened all this up. They built a stage, so music happens down here. Everything about this area has really come alive in the last about month. Really, it's a new thing in the 2024. So we're just kind of we're excited to be here. We're kind of see where it goes, because this. I mean, we've been on the Levee for 4 years. We've been in this spot about 2.5 years in this area. But yeah, just seeing the growth in such a short amount of time is pretty cool. Like, from my experience.
Where were you guys at prior to this?
We were on the Levee, but we were outside. Okay. So in between Cold Stone and Tom and Chi, there's now interactive gaming. We were in that spot. Okay. The way it worked is we did some cool stuff. The Levee noticed it. Then we kind of talked to ownership, and they're like, "We'd like you to stay on the Levee." At the time, we had a much shorter lease, and we'd like you to come for 5 years, and we'll move you inside once it's all finished on the rehab, because they rehabbed this entire thing.
That's what you were saying.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So the changes were so drastic. We'd like to put you in there, and then they gave us the keys to it, and we built the whole store in 5 days.
5 days, y'all.
5 days. Yeah, it was some long days, long nights, and an overnight type of thing, but it was good for us.
The results are paying off.
We had it. Yeah, we had to get. Yeah, we had to get it done. We got the keys on a Monday, and we were open by Friday of that week.
That's work ethic at its finest.
We out here.
And definitely wherever the kids are, the parents are going to be at. So
yeah.
I feel like it definitely is the perfect way to kind of drive them right in.
It is.
Especially with the nostalgia. I was looking around. I'm trying to give it away. Let's dive in.
Let's go.
Podcast they go live every Tuesday.
Yes, every Tuesday night. We go live about 7 p.m. and it usually runs about 10 p.m. We interview up and coming artists, local business owners, local celebrities. We've had Bengals players on. We recently had lawyers on. We've had all different types of walks of life on, and we just interview them. We have a conversation, 2 to 3 hours. It's a pretty good time. I mean, it's one of those things where it's free speech. Say whatever you want, whatever you believe in, whatever's happening, whatever's going on in the world, current events. We don't have a political affiliation. We just talk. It just is what it is. So we give people the opportunity that they may not get on, an everyday basis to talk about what they do or who they are as people, rather than outside of their career. We get to know people. We've learned that some Bengals players own video companies. Travion Williams, we had him on, and he helps people fix their credits. Like, there's just things you would never know that people do until you get a podcast with them.
You find out who they are.
Behind the scenes. Yeah, for sure. And it was pretty amazing over the course of time of all the different people we've had, and to collect all these different episodes. We've done 200. We just hit 200 last week. So 200 episodes of yes, 200. Yep. Native on the Levee. Check on that Facebook page. That's where everything's at. But it's called the Powwow. So we have 200 episodes of the Powwow. We've also done 100 episodes of Sports Talk on the Levee. So we do a sports one as well. So that's on Wednesdays. And love our sports. Yeah, man. I see the jersey. Yeah. But so we do a little bit of everything in here. But let's check it out.
I'm a huge fan. We've been jabbling. We've been going on. But it's necessary to find out some of the things that you're doing, because when they see it all, it's gonna really fully understand. Because when I went to that event, man,
on Thursday,
hearing you talk, and just to Kevin McCoy and just everything about it, it was inspiring. I was beyond inspired.
On Beyond the Stage. Yeah, that's what it's called. Beyond the Stage Live. Yeah, I do another event at Madison Live in Covington, Kentucky, where I interview artists once a month.
Fire.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Get your tickets.
Yeah, come through. Next
next one I'm covering I'm covering 3 people to get tickets.
Hey, yeah, man, it's a good time, and we get to know the artists too. So that's another interview as well. I bring a couch on stage, and we just talk. It's like a conversation too. It's kind of podcast vibes, but a little more interview. We have a little bit of questions, Q&A. There's a Q&A section.
It's great.
Yeah,
it's great. You literally get a little bit of music experience, get a little questionnaire, right back to and it's just like the way you carry the the energy the whole night. By your job, you're an incredible host, and
Thank you.
Let's go, Ramble. Let's
go, man. The podcast where it all goes down. So we have the host chairs right here, and then the couch, which the guest sits on. It's a working podcast, so we could go live right now to the world to see. It can work in takes 2 minutes. We get it going. Yeah. Yeah.
He's about to be teaching classes because a lot of you guys, including myself, need to be taking it because everything is perfect about the setup. Everything is everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about, YouTube University. You can go on there, you can learn whatever you want. Google's huge. So when you figure out what you want to do and what you're trying to accomplish, and you got the goals, just essentially just step by step by step. I always say build it piece by piece for inner peace. So you build it as it goes, and then once you're built, it's inner peace, man. So it's just the way I view life because I've just built things as I go. Whether it's the internet or whether it's physical, just whatever you want, you can make it happen. It's your world. We're all just living in it, and then it's my world, and you're all just living in it, and we all have that.
He's tearing them up with these quotes.
Hey, man,
these are I'm gonna get these tattooed on.
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, it's just it's how I, as Andrew Eisler, view the world as a 35-year-old man in this world. In my experience, it's just here's where I'm at, and I like creativity. And I like business, so if I can combine the two, that's what I do. Yeah, man.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So many flavors of hats. What designs? Any inspiration?
Yeah. So basically, kind of how the premise goes is you'll see area codes. So you see 513s, 859s all over the wall because it's native where you're from.
Yeah.
So that's the basic premise of the brand. So everyone's a native of somewhere, so we do area codes all over the United States.
Oh, wow.
We have a girl that comes in every few months from Hawaii, and she always picks up some native gear, 808 gear, and she comes in. She's military, so she's been all over. So she's like, I love native,
Everybody's
but yes, everyone's native somewhere. Yeah, this is just it's a brand that Jay Banks started out of his backpack in 2014. He built it up. Got it into everyone's line of sight all the time. He was really busy. Went out into the bar. Yeah, I like to combine creativity with business and help artists make a living doing art. That's kind of I feel like that's my call to action in life. It's been a very unique walk up until this part. I appreciate you. Thank you.
It's rare not to cut you off, but it's so rare to see that because you have so many people in this world that have so much talent, but they don't know how to expose it. They don't know how to showcase it. They don't know how to, reach out to a platform. And I feel like because you're this mecca in the corner of this, this, I thought it was like a mall. It's on the levee.
It is technically a mall. If you go onto Google, it is I guess labeled as a mall, but it's not really a mall. It's like a local collection of businesses.
Hopefully that makes it cheaper on your taxes,
Yeah. Come down. It's all local businesses. Everything down here on the levee is local. So we really push that.
Yeah.
And that's where we want to be. We are a local brand. This is a one-of-a-kind store. This is the only one where you can find it, period. The only native brand store, period. There's other companies that have similar names, but not the native brand. All one word, the native brand _ for social media. But yeah, it's the native brand, and this is it. Native on the Levee is what we call the store because we are on the levee.
Yeah.
And we've kind of played into the Newport on the levee kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and it looks phenomenal on the NTV with the on the levee.
Oh yeah,
it looks sick.
Native
looks
TV.
Sick.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds
That's all
me
this
of
is Native TV. Yeah, we have it on the walls. It says Native TV, the powwow, all the graffiti that we have on the walls will tell you about the store.
We gotta get the mailman in here. He's coming in here yet?
We're trying.
Yeah, we're gonna get him in.
Trying to get him.
He's definitely. Hey, you gotta come.
Come on, man.
This hat, I've seen you wear one similar to it.
Let's go.
And, I'm just saying.
We reached out, so check your DMs.
I'm gonna be tagging you too.
Yeah,
everybody on. Hey, stop what you're doing right now, and go follow the mailman and tell him to come here.
Yes.
I'm
Please.
just saying it. Don't
Let's
spread
go.
the word. Tell a
Let's
friend
go.
to tell a friend. We'll make a tell a friend tour.
Tell a friend tour. Yeah, so as you see, though, like I was saying, we have area codes. So it's name where you're from, 859-513. So everyone.
Just so much homage paid to
Yeah.
the vintage nostalgia. You see the
Yeah.
starter action throwback.
Yeah.
The native. Hey, it just you can really appreciate it. No matter, I feel like this is, you draw them in with the native Skittles, you draw them in with, the TV. They're staying for something, like and that's what I love is, all around. Like this is one of my favorite shirts. I said as soon as I seen this shirt, I said, please be like an XL 2X. I'm getting it.
Yeah,
and
the
biggest
Brittany,
size was the X 2X, and I had to snag it. So do you make bigger sizes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
We go as high as you want. 5X.
You already
6X.
know.
Yeah, we go high.
Tap in, get it, and he'll make it right on the spot.
We make it right here.
I've seen it happen.
We do make everything in house. So everything you see is printed right here. So we're able to make it right on the spot. We do drops. So we do everything is drops. We may only make 12, 36, 72 of a shirt.
Yeah.
And that's that.
That's it.
Move on. Yeah.
So when I get this Team Brittany, just know I'm gonna be tagging them quite often.
He's limited,
They're gonna be like, man, where'd you get that shirt at? Hey, it's only at the Native brand.
Exactly. Yeah, so we have the Cincinnati Harambe's, which is another dynamic. We will not let Harambe. We let his
he'll never die out.
Legends never die. So
Never.
We have Harambe all over. We have him in the window. We have him in the mannequin.
I was wondering what that is.
Yeah.
I was like,
yep.
My mindset whirls, and I'm like, wow, I would definitely wear that and like bring people in.
For sure.
Just kind of like, yeah.
He's the most popular shirt in the store. For real, because like we have a black one that just has like kind of a Bengals colorway, but it's a Cincinnati Harambe's. Legends Never Die. It's on some of our tags and stuff. So like we really want to keep that kind of a vibe. We don't want anything to feel forced. We're just here for what feels right. And Harambe is a staple of the city, and it was unfortunate what happened, but now his legend lives on forever. He's on a T-shirt. And he's like one of those popular Christmas items. We just had Christmas happen. Everyone had to get Harambe, so we sold out of all of them.
That's a good feeling. Selling out is something that anybody can dream of. So to have it happen and to see the support. I'm excited for to see when we follow up and come back.
Absolutely. Let's take it further. There's more to see.
While we're walking, I do want to talk about some of the inspiration. Like obviously I see some 90s and some just some the nostalgia. Where do you get the inspiration for some of your designs?
Well, the designer is Jay Banks, so he is the designer, top to bottom, with anything like any clothing design wise. Tim, I mean, I'll give my two cents in, but my role.
Well, shout out Jay Banks.
Shout out Jay Banks.
That's part of the native team.
He is the mad scientist. So my role is to just kind of keep it pushing along and then give some ideas, throw my 2 cents in there. But I trust him wholeheartedly to come up with something super dope, something super original. But I think the inspiration, a lot of it is old school. We like to go vintage. We like 90s vibes. We love 90s vibes. So with that being said, we're very forward thinking at the same time. So like we may go vintage, but we like try to bring it modern. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a blend of the two.
Yeah, it's a blend of the two. It's the
exactly.
native. It's the native way.
Exactly.
It's the native way.
Hey, look at that.
And you can I don't know if you can see the material in here, y'all.
Yeah.
But this is not just your Hanes shirt. It's not your quality. It's actually the good stuff.
It is
the good stuff. And as a clothing connoisseur myself, you find something like this, and it's you're worried about like the the graphic coming off, and I can tell this is a DTG print all the way through, and
it sure is. Yes.
And it's money. It's money.
Yes.
You ain't got to worry about nothing. A million
direct to garment. That's what it stands for.
A million different washes you can probably go through, and
it will never shrink. The clothes won't shrink.
Yeah.
So we use a lot of comfort colors. If you're familiar with that,
great brand. Check them out
for sure. Yeah. So we can take you on to more to the store. Let's go.
This is if you see this is the fucking lab. But there's clues, right? Let's take them before we enter in there. Cut that out. Before we enter it in, come on. There's a statement right here that says, "Can you find the lab?" We're about to enter next. Many people don't know this.
Yeah. If you know, you know. I always say, if you know, you know. We actually have clues throughout the store that'll lead you to it. But let's get it. Let's without further ado, let's go. I'll let you in.
I've got no investors, no business partners. It's just this crazy idea we have to share with the world. 2017 was built up as a
Welcome to the lab. You're part of an online experiment. We're studying the human psychosis on FOMO, also known as the fear of missing out. We're actually eyeing. And as a thank you for participating in this experiment, we're offering you 50% off an in-store experience. Again, we thank you for participating, and we will see you guys in the future.
On opening day 2014, I put my backpack up with as many shirts as I could, selling each handmade piece of Opening day 2014, I put my backpack up with as many shirts as I could, selling each handmade piece of clothing on the streets of downtown Cincinnati. 2 years I grew the brand organically. I was proud of where I was from, and the Native brand really showed that. You know, neighbors, bartenders, celebrities, they all started supporting the brand. Being Native meant you were part of something, a group, whether it be a big city or a small town. You know, I've got no investors, no business partners. It's just this crazy idea and a passion to share it with the world. In 2017, I was picked up as Procter & Gamble's up-and-coming entrepreneur. We opened up a store with Tide, and before you know it, I had a place to call home. In June, the Native brand won a store from a Pop Shop contest. For 3 months, we were able to expand other markets and other cities. News caught on to what we were doing, and before you know it, the radio did too. Tell people it takes years of blood, sweat, and tears to become an overnight success. Finally see who you are, they go, whoa, you know, where did you come from? 4 days before I opened up my second clothing store, I was assaulted and left for dead. I've lost an ear, I've lost an eye, but I've never lost my focus.
Welcome to the lab. You're part of an online experiment. We're studying the human psychosis on FOMO, also known as the fear of missing out. Everything in this room was printed here by me, the mad scientist. It's super limited, meaning the person next to you might grab the last size of the tea that you're actually eyeing. And as a thank you for participating in this experiment, we're offering 50% off an in-store experience. Again, we thank you for participating, and we will see you guys in the future.
On opening day 2014, my backpack up with as many shirts as I could, selling each handmade piece of clothing on the streets of downtown. 2 years I grew the brand organically. I was proud of where I was from, and the Native brand really showed that. You know, neighbors, bartenders, celebrities, they all started supporting the brand. Being Native meant you were part of something, a group, whether it be a big city or a small town. You know, I've got no investors, no business partners. It's just this crazy idea and a passion to share with the world. In 2017, I was picked up as Procter & Gamble's up-and-coming entrepreneur. We opened up a store with Tide, and before you know it, I had a place to call home. In June, the Native brand won a store from a Pop Shop contest. For 3 months, we were able to expand to other markets and other cities. News caught on what we were doing, and before you know it, the radio did too. Tell people it takes years of blood, sweat, and tears to become overnight success. Finally seeing who you are, and they go, whoa, where did you come from? 4 days before I opened up my second clothing store, I was assaulted and left for dead. I've lost an ear, I've lost an eye, but I've never lost my focus.
What are these?
I don't know.
This is fire. Yeah. I might have to wear this.
Yeah, get a shot with that.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Well, alright, I'll let you guys get to it. I'll grab that tripod from you. We'll get out of your hair.
I gotta see.